Hi, Lee here. Earlier I did a video where I talked about two particular pastrami sandwiches that I got on between West either 48 or 47th and West 45th Street. And so two of them had the aluminum foil. Coincidentally, the two that were on the same block. And these two were on separate sides of the street, maybe a block or two away from each other. And they both had the white paper as their thing that they put the sandwiches on. And one of them is Five Brothers and the other is 10th Avenue. I've had some stuff at Five Brothers before. I don't know if I ever had their pastrami sandwich. But they also, the difference, no, they do have the silver paper, but the difference is they also put the white paper over it. So that's a slight difference from the other places that only had the silver paper, but they still put it in the bag. But still, okay. The difference is that they asked me if I wanted hot or cold. I told them how did they think it would be good, and they said hot. So I did that. So, we are now going to see what kind of, it smells very good. We're going to see what kind of sandwich that they do. How's the bread? How's the mustard? How's the pastrami? How's everything? Let's see. I have to test out the pastrami itself. This tastes good. Maybe the Swiss cheese is a little more prominent in the flavor, which I actually like the flavor of Swiss cheese, but it kind of counteracts a little bit with the pastrami. But the flavor of the pastrami though is not bad. It's good. For some reason, these places that like to put the lettuce and tomato on it, and one place asked mayo and mustard, so I said okay. I forget what place that was, but most of the time I just mentioned mustard. But even though the Swiss cheese element is a little strong and could almost pretend to be a thing that interferes with this pastrami. The truth is I do like the flavor of Swiss cheese, so it's actually a good thing that it has a flavor profile here. So I'm giving this Five Brothers pastrami, 9.5. When I'm saying that the places like Murray's Sturgeon Shop are a 10. So it's a between a rating of 1 to 10 based on the comparison with Murray's Sturgeon Shop. That's what we're going by. I'm not saying that overall it might be considered that. Now this is the one from 10th Avenue and 10th Avenue Market, or 10th Avenue Deli. The difference here is they asked if I wanted pickles on it, and I asked if that's good, and they went, yeah, or sure. So that's the difference. Thing is, I order it the way that I usually order it, and then if they make suggestions or ask if I want something, then that's what I do. So let's see, how is this? Alright, 1 minute. I want to first see a little bit of the... Alright, How's this? Oh, this is alright. The pickle doesn't hurt the sandwich at all. The salami flavor is still pretty good, but oh, wait. One more time. All right. It starts to have a little tiny bit of that slightly sour flavor that pokes through, but they did it good enough where mostly it's not there, and they cooked it out. But even though with everything else it still works flavor wise, so I'm not going to give it a low score. I'm only going to give this one an 8 because even though this one is also comparable with the one from Westville Market, I'm going to say the pastrami itself is slightly not as quite up there as with the other 4 places. So if you're in the area where it's probably like either West 48th or West 47th, I forget exactly. But if you're on, let's say, West 48th and 10th Avenue, the top corner deli will be Skyline Deli, and then the other corner, when you walk down the street, close by, either West 40, I think West 47th, yeah. I think Skyline Deli's on West 48th, but yeah, and then Westville Market is on West 47th. But anyway, on 10th Avenue, if you're by the West 48th area on 10th Avenue, you get Skyline Deli and Westville Market. And then if you walk further, it's only about maybe a few blocks. You'll see 10th Avenue Market on the same side of the street. But if you cross the street and go back a block or so, you'll see Five Brothers Deli. So my ranking would be Westville Market does quite a good sandwich, pastrami sandwich, for around about $8. And then Skyline Deli, well, let's see who's the next that I like. Yeah, then, well, no. The next would be, wait, first Skyline, no. First Westville Market, that was a 9. Wait, wait, no. Start over. Five Brothers is 9.5. That's because of the extra little oomph of the Swiss cheese flavor that comes through. And then Westville Market, 9. Skyline Deli, 8.5. 10th Avenue Market, 8. So, still, if you want an even better pastrami sandwich, it's only going to be better by a little bit, but that would still be Murray's Sturgeon Shop. But of these delis that do regular pastrami sandwiches, I would have to say that on 10th Avenue, you've got a good deal. And I would have to say overall, your best bet, considering price and quality, would be Westville Market, because it was only about $8. And then I forget the price of Five Brothers, but 10th Avenue and Skyline Deli were a little more closer to $10. I'm thinking that that Five Brothers is more like, I think it was more like $6. I think, not sure. I could take a look at the receipts if I have the receipts. I wouldn't not have them. I'm probably thinking that I have them. Let's see, if I don't, I don't really need to find out. But let's see. Oh, well, I might not have asked for the receipt. Okay, I'm changing it. Five Brothers for the sandwich. I think was around $6. And if that's the case, then that would be the overall best deal. But the other good deal, which I think was $8, was Westville Market. So there you go. Take care, everyone. Bye.